Mike, thank you very much for inviting me to speak on behalf of the staff, of many staff over the years that worked with Harry here in the chemistry department, in supporting his number of endeavors, including teaching, research, administration, and editorial work. His contagious smile and infectious personality when he walked into the office lit the place up. And he always took the time to ask everyone how they were doing. Sometimes he'd be sitting there talking to a staff member, learning about what was going on with their family, and he was genuine and sincere. His respectful demeanor when he came in to ask for something just caused you to stop what you were doing and take care of what Harry needed next. And I guess that's one of the best lessons anyone could know. Mary Lou, who couldn't be with us today, his longtime editorial assistant, wrote some notes, and one of the ones she said was she learned about Dr. Wasserman, and that's always how she referred to him, about his enthusiasm and tenacity the day he interviewed her, and then later that evening called her to offer her a job, which she accepted. And then she said within the first few days of working here, he cared so deeply about the undergraduates when they took their lecture in room 110, which was notoriously freezing cold. He would go there every day before the lecture, check out the temperature, and that rendered a phone call to physical plant by Mary Lou to get the temperature adjusted, to which she very quickly learned the names of all the people working in physical plant. But his care didn't stop there. He had genuine concern for staff throughout the university. He showed the longtime custodian who cleaned his office for decades, Bessie, how he appreciated her by giving a room adjacent to his office and a small refrigerator so she had a place to take her lunch. Outside of the walls of the department, I just ran into someone the other day as I was over in a building, and it's the woman who does all the cell phone work at Yale. And she said, "Oh, I just moved offices, Joanne, and I can't wait to put this up on my wall." And it was one of Harry's portrait pictures that he had autographed for her. And she said, I think of him all the time. And you'd think, why would this woman who worked in another building even know about Harry? It's because he used to go over to her office when he had a problem with a cell phone. And he probably had received the best service of anyone on this campus for cell phones. Harry always took time for everyone. And one of the times personally that he took time for me was I was asked to speak at a conference a number of years ago, long before Microsoft Artwork, and I was speaking on the life of a business manager in a very active academic department, and I described it, and he drew this for me. And I said, I feel like I run on the treadmill, juggling the balls of my responsibility. Within a day that I asked him to do this, he had this out for me. Well, his artwork wasn't just fun and beautiful. There was the day he called me and said he encountered a stranger in his office, and I said, "Did you call campus police?" And he said, "No, I'll do that right now." And so he did. Later that afternoon, I walked by his office and I said, "So did campus police come?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Did you give a description?" He said, "Well, yes, I did." Next thing I knew, he was sketching and pulled out his watercolors and he held it up and he said, "I gave them this." And it was a beautiful, better than a police sketch of the individual, which we were happy that that helped apprehend the individual, because we had had a lot of thefts in the department, which were all linked to this guy. It was really a pleasure to work with Harry. Whenever he came in, no matter what the problem was, and I know that I speak for all the staff in the 26 years that I was here in chemistry, to say that everyone would have a fond memory, whether it was talking to him about his grants or what he needed for his lab or for teaching or the editorial work. I know there wouldn't be one person that would say they ever felt burdened by a request from Harry Wasserman. He was truly one of the gentlemen of chemistry, as I like to remember him as. And his artwork adorns my office walls, as it does many people's. And I will say that it really greets me every day. And I think of Harry with a genuine smile, and hope that others feel the same way. Thank you again.